I'm so excited for you because you are going to have an edge over your peers. Yes, Web 2 is not dead. However, a lot of things are happening in Web 3. We just heard that Google has invested more than $1.5 billion into Web 3. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the blockchain apps that exist, as well as take you through what is required so that you can learn how to build in Web 3. So some of the most popular blockchain apps are actually financial services. That is because blockchain technology was initially created to make a decentralized currency that no one has control over. So the first decentralized blockchain or the first decentralized currency is Bitcoin. It's been over 10 years since Bitcoin has been created, and we have over 8,000 cryptocurrencies. We have decentralized exchanges to be able to exchange these currencies from one to another. So one very popular decentralized exchange, or DEX for short, is called Uniswap. Even though Uniswap allows you to exchange cryptocurrencies, the front end is actually using Web 2 technology such as HTML, CSS, and maybe even React.js. What is actually on the blockchain is the smart contracts that's responsible for exchanging the tokens, the smart contracts that's responsible for automating the issuance of fees to people who supply liquidity. Another financial app on the blockchain is called Aave. It allows you to lend tokens and borrow tokens as well. And when you lend tokens, you receive interest. So for example, the front end is using Web 2 technologies such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the smart contracts that are deployed to the blockchain, by the way, smart contracts are pieces of code in case I didn't say that before. The smart contracts is responsible for storing these tokens as well as automating the issuance of the interest generated when you lend to this protocol. There are also non-financial applications on the blockchain. And one example is this game called Rev Racing. So it's actually a car racing game like any other. However, the car that you race is actually an NFT. So what this means is that you own a token which you can use within this game to race, but you can also trade this token on the open market to anyone, even if this game no longer exists 10 years in the future. As long as the token that you have, you still own it, and the blockchain it runs on is still operating, then you will be able to transact this token anywhere in the future. Now you must be thinking, you want to own a piece of the web, so how do you start building and creating in Web3? So newsflash, you don't have to get rid of your Web 2 technology stack. So this part is primarily dedicated to developers, but there are ways for people who are non-devs to actually create in Web3 as well through no-code tools. So if you would like to learn more about that, then definitely leave a comment down below. So before you start building, you need to learn some theory. So you're going to learn blockchain technologies, you're going to learn about cryptocurrencies, wallets, smart contract platforms, and smart contract programming languages. Normally, when you build applications, there are 4 operations to consider, and it's called CRUD. So there's create, read, update, and delete. Well, newsflash, the data on the blockchain is actually immutable. So what this means is you cannot update or delete the data. So the only operations we are going to focus on is creating and reading. The kind of things you can create are transactions. For example, sending your tokens from your wallet to another. You can create applications by using something called smart contracts. And you can also use smart contracts to create things like tokens such as NFTs or other cryptocurrencies. The kind of data you can read from the blockchain is the transaction data as well as data from smart contracts. So if you would like to read smart contract data or blockchain data, or if you would like to create transactions, then you will need to learn a framework called Web3.js. This is a JavaScript framework. So of course you have to know JavaScript to be able to use this framework. But if you know languages such as Python or even Java, they're equivalent frameworks for those programming languages. If you'd like to read data from smart contracts as well as create tokens or other smart contracts on the blockchain, then you would need to learn the programming language Solidity. Solidity is a very popular smart contract programming language. There are others as well, including Rust. And recently I saw that the Near blockchain will allow you to create smart contracts using JavaScript. So learning Solidity is great for smart contracts, and there are many jobs right now that require Solidity. So if you want to get a job as a smart contract developer, then this is a great one to learn. So if you want to build an entire app, an entire blockchain app, for example, the one like Uniswap, then you will need to learn Web3.js, Solidity, as well as Web 2 technology. So the front end, which is a website that people see, will be created with the Web 2 tech, such as JavaScript, HTML, CSS, as well as some databases. And when you want to communicate with your smart contract, you need to use Web3.js. So that's the glue in between. And then the activity that is happening on the blockchain where you interact with tokens or other smart contracts, you're going to write a smart contract to do that. And most likely you will use Solidity if you would like to deploy to Ethereum compatible blockchains such as Ethereum, Polygon, Celo, Arbitrum, Avalanche, and the list goes on. So good news is there are many free courses online to learn these languages, and one that I recommend is the one from Dapp. It is a completely free course and you will learn all of these languages. So you will learn Solidity, Web3.js, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you will receive a reward of 100 USD worth of the Celo stablecoin when you complete this course. So I recommend you do it, and I also have a playlist on my channel which shows you the steps from start to finish, but they also have the tutorials on their website as well. If you run through any issues when going through the tutorials, I recommend you look at my videos because I do have the solution for those issues there. And finally, to expand your learning, or if you want to know where you should start when it comes to creating some exercises so that you learn, I would say you learn how to get the wallet balance of an account, and you can just use Web3.js, or you can learn how to swap tokens using Web3.js. I have a video for this on my channel. I would say learn how to create an NFT, how to create an ERC20 token using Solidity, and the list goes on. So if you'd like more ideas for programming exercises, then leave a comment down below. Subscribe to this page so that you can stay ahead of all things Web3.